Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. Welcome to the Great American Run. This is the first one we've run over here, and this is the first one ever where we've actually got $100,000 worth of prize thanks to Celine. We've got a 600 brake horsepower car to give away, which is waiting for somebody in Los Angeles. I'm going to say one thing basically. The roads out there are really, really slippery, and it's going to be quite dangerous. So if you just keep the speed down for a little while, and the police will be all over you like a rash otherwise. The first stage of this event, try and get as much done as you can. Make sure you've got fuel before you actually get too far out of New York, because it's Sunday night, and where you're going, it's pretty remote and barren. But great scenery, fantastic roads, and you have a great drive doing it.
The Great American Run is not a road race. Teams are not expected to break any road traffic laws.
The object of the exercise is to try and achieve 61 miles per hour average over the 3,000 mile course coast to coast. My job is to make sure you don't.
If you're stopped by a police officer, pull over to the side of the road, turn the car off, put your hands on the steering wheel. Don't put them up in the air, put them on the steering wheel, make sure your window's down, so when the officer gets next to your car, you can hear him talking to you.
Each mission has a start point, a designated route, which you must follow.
Let me tell you one thing, if you get stopped by a police officer and he walks up to the window and says, "Do you know how fast you are going?" do not say yes.
The event timekeepers will record your time and mileage at each mission start point and at each mission finish point.
If you end up with a ticket, some states and some counties, and each one is different, each state and each county within the state is different. Some will let you pay on site. Make sure you know what's going to happen to your license.
All checkpoints will have a designated opening and closing time, indicated in the mission packs.
Now, if you get more than an infraction, if you get a crime, you're going to be in a jail somewhere. Okay? Get out.
The stated mileage for each mission has been pre-recorded with the official timekeeper's vehicles. No claims for variance against the mileage as recorded by the participants' vehicles will be entertained. The event director's decision is in any dispute or discussion over application of the above rules will be final.
A great philosopher once said, "It's not where you are from, but where you are going." And it was the cannonballer who responded with, "It's not where you're going, but how fast you can get there."
I've been running from the law, losing them flashing lights. I've been running from the law, running from the law.
What you're about to witness is the true, real-life story of today's cannonballer. One whose haven is the highway, his heaven is the horsepower. He's not a frequent flyer, but a flying freak. He'll choose custom over comfort, and most of all, he'd rather walk than be seen in a stock ride.
We took a stock 911 turbo, and then from then on we decided to put some nitrous in there. We've got some custom-made turbochargers in there. We've got some magnesium alloy wheels in there. We've got some uprated Brembo monoblock brakes. This thing's pumping out about 800 plus brake horsepower, probably a top speed of about 220 miles an hour.
140.
The cannonballer is much more than just a racer. The spirit of an unsanctioned race held on open highway creates a uniting bond. It's not about who gets there first, but seeing that everyone gets there safe.
It's an absolute chess game. I mean, you're really just trying to stay in the game, if you will, and any type of brake that you have slows you down.
The cannonballer is not a race car driver, but a driver in a race. They're bankers, lawyers, mechanics, and models, executives and tycoons. Anyone with the desire, some stamina, and a big foot. First up, meet the blondes.
Hey there, everyone. I'm Jen Brown.
And I'm Jen Murphy.
Now, Jen, tell them why we are standing in the middle of the rain in New York City.
Because we're getting ready for the Great American Run.
Hold it right there a minute. One thing I forgot to add at the beginning. Due to the outrageous price of gasoline caused by greedy price gouging oil companies, this here is a low-budget movie.
I don't know if you know, but
What's that?
we don't actually have a ride.
What? That's not what the producers said.
They kind of cut the budget.
Oh my God.
I once heard a trucker say it's cash, grass, or ass if you want to ride for free. I think it's safe to say these two will qualify.
We need a ride.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
you two, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tell you what, one of the cars is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, so and it's got 2 back seats. They lounge and they have massagers in them and seat heaters. And
Do you have a
DVD
faster
players.
car?
It's not as fast as the other car I have, which is the Bugatti, but
Ah, the Bugatti.
fast
Tell me about
car.
that one, because I know it's a very special car.
it's the fastest production car in the world. It'll do 253 top speed, 0 to 60 in about 2.2 seconds, 1,000 horsepower. I think if you're running at top speed, you run out of fuel in roughly 12
I
minutes.
was just going to ask, how many miles per gallon do you get?
At that speed, too. I'm very green friendly. I'm going to have a helicopter follow me with a fuel hose right down to the car.
That one's a 2-seater, so maybe one by one we can jump in the Bugatti with you. But we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna double it up for this first leg.
I may jump in there too. There's
Yeah?
a wine cooler and a bar in the back too.
And a slip and slide, right? No.
Right.
Keep reminding her, though, it's a race. This isn't about comfort. This is about speed. But
All right. Well, I think they're honked. I think it's time to
I think
go.
we're ready to go.
So we
All
jump
right,
in.
let's do it.
We'll see you at a gas station.
All right,
Awesome.
great.
Thanks.
I'm ready. Let's get this race started. Woohoo! This is nice.
Look at that room. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
So as the clock strikes 6 p.m. on the East Coast, 168 crazy contestants in 2 starting cities rev it up and buckle down for the start of this grand adventure. And for the first time since 1979, the Cannonballers are rolling across America.
One by one they melt away. From the sun they turn to rain. Running in the streets.
Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. This is awesome. Okay, we just got our countdown. We are off. So, like, is that right? Pace, it just now started, right? The countdown? The clock is on. Jen, let's go. Woo!
Freedom! You'll never take our freedom! And you'll never catch me, you bastard! 61 all the way, boys!
One catch to this here Great American Run is that the drivers don't know where they're going. Oh, well, they think they're going to finish somewhere in California, but up until this point, the actual route has been kept a top secret.
Oh shit, Soldiers and Sailors Monument, Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right, what's the road? What's the road we gotta go? How do we do it?
Mission number 1. Ain't no stroll down to Sunday school. In fact, it's a 927-mile haul that makes most truckers numb in the ass.
Do you guys know? Do you know where you're going? No?
All right, so Jen, we're already encountering a problem. No one can read the directions. Everyone's just following everyone else. And what if the person in the lead doesn't know where they're going? I mean,
Like, we've got one person in front of us, and we really don't know where we're going. We're following them, but everybody's following us. So, I mean, like, if we go left here, all those cars are going to go left.
maybe we should take them around the streets too.
Take exit 14 to I-95 towards George Washington Bridge, cross Bronx
Cross Bronx Expressway.
All right, Jen.
right.
All right.
As mentioned earlier, the Great American Run has 2 starting cities. And down in Dixie, another band of cannonballers are running from Miami, Florida to New Orleans, Louisiana. And as the sun sets over the beautiful Gulf of Mexico, darkness, loss of direction, and tunnel vision add to the challenge of driving over 900 miles. You gotta be smart, witty, and a little creative to survive the cannonball. So if you're not blessed with intelligence, it's better just to play dumb.
Trying to figure out where the hell we are at.
We are now official mathematicians.
Yeah, we're a block away from the middle of nowhere, actually.
5 minutes before takeoff, the car wouldn't start. Our nav system went dead, and Nelson lost his phone.
We got a computer, we got water, scanner, special driving glasses next to a diaper.
We don't know how to use shit. You know, all we know, but it looks cool though, right?
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah,
and this antenna right here, it does nothing. We just put it on there.
Yeah, people actually think that we have all this equipment. They're following us, man. Joke's on them.
Yeah, that's gonna get surprising. Yeah.
And now where I put the keys.
Hey,
who had the keys? Did you have the keys?
Yeah.
I'm number 111. Remember, that's number 1 3 times in case you forget the first, and you went mind blank on the second.
Back on the northern route, the sun is setting on what's going to be a long night through the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York. Funny thing about these here fancy sports cars is, I guess you gotta pay extra if you want an interior light. Because as soon as the sun went down, the whole lot of them went and got lost together.
So Jen, we were so excited because Tim Durham gave us his Rolls-Royce Phantom. A driver, we thought we were set. And now what?
We're lost, and we've been lost. And you know what? I wonder if we were like set up because we're in here. There's no map. Our GPS doesn't work, and we're just.
We don't know where to go.
Beyond the structures of cold.
It's like 3:05 in the morning. About like 400 miles left to go. I don't know. I mean, it's like too many to count. So I think she looks really comfortable, and I'm gonna take a nap.
Sleep deprivation, bad road maps, and blowed-up tires are all a way of life for the cannonballer. Heck, most of these folks wouldn't know what to do with a good night's rest. So as the 2-lane blacktop turns to 4 and then 6, the mountains give way to fields and plains, and all along this dark interstate, the Great American Run speeds towards a new day.
There. I look like shit. There are orders in my car I didn't know existed.
Driving since 6 o'clock last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been driving now. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I think it's been 14, 13 hours. I don't know, the time changed. Our calculator is, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know my name right now.
One thing about driving all night until the sun comes up is it makes you feel like a champion. Kind of like you've conquered the road or liberated the day. Truth of the matter is, the only real thing you've been doing is sitting on your ass.
we do? Are we first?
No, unfortunately not. You're just traveling in too much style.
That's right. So what number are we?
What number are you?
Yeah.
Well, you're about the 15th then.
15? 15 out of what?
You got about 60.
There you go. That's not bad. We like that.
That's brilliant, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Your mission today, have a safe drive.
Take care.
See you later, guys.
Now, one thing the cannonballer is not very good at is slowing down. So after a late night at the local cantina, and, well, maybe a few hours of sleep, the whole herd is saddled up and ready for mission number 2.
So it's 8 o'clock. We are pulling out of Indianapolis on our way to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it's on.
Mission 2 will be a relatively short 639-mile traverse across Illinois to the Big River, and then down through the Show Me State, finishing up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The girls had no problem finding yet another ride, and today Jen Brown is riding shotgun with the event's creator, Tim the Maverick Porter, a guy whose claim to fame is law avoidance.
How fast is it where they take you to jail? Is there a specific number?
Yeah, in England, anything over 150 miles an hour is called reckless endangerment, and you won't go to jail, you'll go to prison, and you'll be there for 3 months minimum.
Does the passenger go if you get pulled over?
It's kind of funny our girl Jen should ask that question, because as soon as the crew was off and running, they flew straight into what the cannonballer calls a hornet's nest. Yellow and blues buzzing everywhere. Looks like it's gonna be a hard luck day.
They're looking for you!
Right out of Indy, we got pulled over. Just like that. We just jumped on the road doing about 90, and he just pulled us over. And we thought we were ahead, and he looked in the back and he said, "You're lucky that your buddy has that hat." He had bought the Indy 500 hat. And he said, "I'm gonna give you guys a warning." And he says, "Welcome to Indy."
But then we got to Illinois, it was a whole different story. After Henry went roaring through there at about 160, everybody was kind of alerted to our presence. And I think we had, I can't even remember how many speed traps. It was amazing. I got followed several times. I even got pulled over for weaving, lane weaving, whatever the hell that is.
Stopped to try and find some other people. And PC Plod, that you can see behind us, pulls me over for, what was it?
Improper lane usage.
Improper lane usage. He's got no idea.
If you guys can hear us, you guys are, be really careful exiting that whole state. There's just police everywhere. They're just trying to clean it up on the way out. Follow like the directions. You're gonna stay on the 70 west, and then you'll come to the 55. It's exit 40C.
We just got pulled over. Actually, we're not the only ones. A couple cars have been pulled over. He said we were going 86, and he said he clocked us, but there's 7 other cars that look just like this one. We definitely weren't speeding, because we knew there were cops here. Here he comes.
Right, I need 95 cash. Otherwise I go to jail because he won't make the fine 100. The state says it's 95, and it has to be exactly 95.
All right, you owe me $5. Looks like we just bailed him out of jail.
Don just got pulled over, car 13, ticket 2.
Doing 155 miles an hour, he hit the brakes and clocked him in at 129. Wrote him a ticket, got to be back next month, go to court.
Yeah,
better you than us.
Policeman, when he pulled us over, he said, "How fast you going?" And we said we're in a rally where we're supposed to go 61 miles an hour, and we pulled out to pass somebody, and he said, "Are you kidding me?"
Down on the southern route, the Cannonballers are tearing out of New Orleans and heading for the Lone Star State. This is a drive straight through redneck territory. Boys, watch out. They call it Southern hospitality, but you'll call it indigestion.
Stop here in Scott, exit 97 in Louisiana. We left New Orleans this morning on the way to San Antonio. This is kind of a hometown spot for us. We live about 10 miles down the road. We stopped here. We wanted to treat some of the other Great American Run drivers to a little hospitality, Southern hospitality.
This is shit what you eat here. It's not food.
We got them back here doing some deboned chicken, deboning chicken and stuff them with a variety of things. We call them run-over chickens instead of deboned because they look like a roadkill after there's no bones in them. They're just flat.
We need to get out of here, man. The cops are coming. I heard the cops are coming. We're getting out of here. The cops will be coming soon.
Between the police escort, the undercover cop on vacation, calling backup to chase us down, and what this guy over here fed us today, and made me, I had to stop and run into a Circle K real quick to, we'll leave it at that. It was quite an interesting day.
Police officer just came and told us that there's an alert wide in this whole state looking for us between here and Tulsa. We're about 200 miles away.
I've been running from the law, losing them flashing lights. I've been running from the law, running from the law.
Now you see, these here boys who call themselves the Ibiza Angels are really from Scotland. And over in Scotland, they use a thing called the metric system. Sure, his Porsche runs on 860 brake horsepower, but you can't blame him for miscalculating by a few kilometers.
How fast are we going? 140. There it is. 150. How did that feel? Great. Yeah, my heart's beating. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Cowboys in there. You're gonna 01. Get these angles.
We got pulled over. The police officer kept on saying, you know, we've been trying to get this Lamborghini. Speculation he was going, what was it, 180, and they were gunning for him. So because of that, they were gunning for everybody else. Pretty much everybody we've talked to has gotten pulled over and gotten a ticket at some point today, which is pretty bad odds.
Look what we got here, every state. If I'm not back in time, you may not wait. I flew by St. Louis. I got Anheuser-Busch in my rear view. Girl, this one's for you.
Well, thanks to the Great American Run, the Illinois State Troopers enjoyed the fattest Friday night poker purse to date. But more importantly, the entire crew safely navigated their way through the heartland of America. And by day's end, everyone had made their way into Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tired, unharmed, and a little lighter in the wallet.
All right, it is 7:05. Lady here, just a little bit over 10 hours. It's time for a cocktail, really.
Yeah.
I think driving
Absolutely.
makes it time for a beer.
As the sun rises over another beautiful day in the heartland, the great American run prepares to break out of Tulsa.
Cannonball Day 3, it's the jailbreak!
Mission number 3 will be a fast one. Traveling north to Kansas and then west to Denver, Colorado, this 704-mile journey is composed of very flat and straight roads. And to me, that smells like speed.
We'll be doing everything we can to evade the authorities today. After all, we've escaped.
Including getting interviewed on camera.
Yeah.
Or standing pumping gas in prison strips and having everyone come over the gas station looking at me.
Yeah,
which was fun.
Yeah, we've kind of broken a few cardinal rules of jailbreaking already.
Apparently we got cops and helicopters all over Kansas.
Yesterday, well, let's just say the law helped these boys lighten their loads a little bit. But today's theme is all about not getting caught. Here's a few smart ideas the cannonballer uses to avoid making that unnecessary stop.
We have a Escort S2 radar detector. We have M20 laser blinders. Probably the most important piece of equipment we have is a CB radio. You can just call ahead to the truckers and see where the cops are.
So what does KA mean?
It's a K, man. It's just the type of radar guns that they have. Some of them are usually high-tech ones, and some are just the K-bands.
But if you see that, that's bad, right?
Yeah.
Now they came out with a new radar gun where they can just click the gun and it instantly comes on and tracks your speed. So radar detectors are worthless. That's why the binoculars work so well for us. So the binoculars have about a 2-mile range.
So are we looking for more cops on the side of the road? Or
No, usually they'll be in the median or coming towards us.
160?
The other way of ticketing you is to trail you and time you from point to point. He'll hit his stopwatch at a certain time, he'll start his at a certain time, and then he'll radio to his buddy, and then when they see us pass, then he'll hit his stopwatch and he'll time us from distance to distance. There you go, 180.
What was that?
180 right there.
I'll show you right there.
There's 160 right there. The big thing is anticipate what people do, because people sort of panic when you come flying up on them. So you have to anticipate whether we're going to move right or left because it scares people. That's why this is so illegal.
Now, some people just seem to be in too much of a hurry. Remember, the object of this game is to maintain an average speed of 61 miles an hour from coast to coast. And the person who does is going home in a new Saline Bad Boy Mustang. Well, there's at least one team of bad boys looking for a new Saline.
We're driving a Saline Bad Boy, and we're driving a F-150 truck. And we're kind of a team, and we're making sure that both of us get to the finish line exactly when we're supposed to be there.
In my head, I am already gone. So I'm going for it all. Since it started on.
I'm in the most amazing pickup truck museum. It's a, what's it, guys?
It's a Ford F-150 and Ford F-150 chase truck we use to compete with the Baja 1000 that we chase our trophy truck with. We decided to drag it down here for a little fun for the cannonball.
Bit of roughing it off of the road here, a little bit of four-wheeling, so all right, so we're gonna try, so woo, let's hit it.
here we come Tucson.
Mission 3 of the southern route takes the great American runners to the south on a slow journey through the heavily patrolled states of Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. Luckily for some, a couple of cannonballers were kind enough to help keep the others honest.
We're gonna play a little cops and robbers. We're gonna wait till them to go by faster. We're gonna catch up to them, throw a little radar on them, play a little game, see what we can do. There goes the Mustang! Let's go.
Haha, look at him slowing down.
There you go, check them out. They all fall for it.
Brake lights, look at the brake lights.
We got another one. We got another one. We'll get two up on that one. Let me go try the BMW. Hold on. We got the 302. Luckily for them, we come around the corner and there's two highway patrols sitting in the middle. So we just saved those boys a hell of a lot of money. They got to buy us a drink tonight. We're not going fast enough. They slow down, but maybe slow down to 80. We tried to warn them. We tried to give them a hit. You know, hey, they never learn.
We're 150 miles away from the Denver stop. And as you can see from the sat nav, it's pretty straight road. I've got a bit of a hankering to go for 190 plus and actually film it so that you all know that it's true, because you won't believe me otherwise. Looks like a pretty straight road from what the sat nav says. So we'll just get past this bridge. Cop. Shitbags. 73. It's a 75 mile an hour road. That was lucky, wasn't it? Me, that was lucky. It's great fun, man. It's the camaraderie. It's what the event's all about. On the one hand, we're trying to get to this average speed, 61 miles an hour, and some people are taking that seriously. And some, it's to some extent all you need to do is figure out your start and your finishing time. The middle bit's what it's all about. This is the fun. The kind of the real reason we're here, and you kind of meet guys with other 200 miles an hour supercars, and you kind of have 15, 20 miles of fun in games. We're at 150, still quite stable. You can see what the traffic's like on the other side of the brow of the hill. 167. Right, I'm just going to punch the nitrous one more time. Got 3 seconds of nitrous. We're closing up on the cars. I'm not sure we're going to make it. We're going to have to pull off. We're at 185. Going for 190. Rambo brakes. Okay, we're braking more. Oh, that's tough braking, son. So what do we do? We got to 185, I think. We'll have to go back to the tapes for that one.
Well, that black Porsche was going so fast, it burned a line of fire straight across the grand state of Colorado. As the sun sets over the Rocky Mountains to the west, the Great American Run barrels into Denver, Colorado. The crossing of the Great Plains is now complete, and tomorrow we climb into the mountains and continue this epic journey to the American West Coast.
Guys, was it worth it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Loving it. No other way to roll. Salute.
For now, the crew is content having survived another 700 miles of fun. And for the jailbreak, well, let's just say the getaway car was pretty fast.
191 miles an hour, that's how fast we escaped.
Today, the Great American Run is going to double down in Sin City. The northern and southern routes are coming together in that desert town where the lights burn bright. Mission 4 will start in Tucson, Arizona for the Rebels and Denver, Colorado for the Yanks. Final destination for both is, of course, Las Vegas, Nevada.
It's classified information. Only way to make it right. We gotta fight. Oh, 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 oh. Till you sing to the bricks tonight. Fight. Oh, 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 oh. In the neon light.
Turns out the running rebels are a little confused with the local traffic laws.
Someone said on Fridays or Thursdays, what the hell day is this?
Whatever day it is.
Whatever day it is, but this past the road, you could double the little white markers with red numbers on it, and we were about 130, so I figured we were safe.
We saw that sign that said, double, it's fine, but it actually said double fine zone, and we're not very good at reading.
That's first driver at 103, second at 103, or 104, 103, and 100. So that's where all you guys stand.
You can call them coppers, or you can call them smokies, or more fittingly, just the man. Despite being one of the most avoided professionals, most officers are true gentlemen. Heck, this boy, one of Arizona's finest, he is nice enough to take a minute for a memorable Kodak, or should I say Kojak, moment. Up on the northern route, it's no joke as the crew climbs into the Rocky Mountains, crossing the Great Divide just outside of Denver and then twisting and turning toward the west. For some, this so-called rally is more than just a drive.
After spending the first few days just kind of, messing around, playing around, going fast at times, I'm with the real drivers who are in this race for speed.
We're not going for the top speed. We're just going for the first car into every checkpoint.
Okay. First car into every checkpoint, which pretty much means either you're going to the fastest or you're stopping less times.
Correct. Yes. I mean, we try to average the fastest out of everybody. So a lot of people are trying to average 61 miles an hour. First day we averaged 70 miles an hour. The second day we averaged 75. And then yesterday we averaged 80.
Well, hopefully today we can make a pretty clean shot in the Vegas.
Hopefully, each state is different. The cops in Kansas were horrible the first 2 days. We didn't get stopped once. In Kansas, we got stopped 3 times in an hour.
Wow.
For legal reasons, they can't make it a flat-out race.
Right.
But, that's what a lot of people want. That's what I wanted.
Right.
As over 200 contestants speed their way toward Las Vegas, the boys driving for the unofficial win are about to figure out that safety and sanity are more important than getting there first.
We caught up to the G35 Infinity, and we were both going for first. We both wanted to be first car in. So we pull up next to him, and we're going, full out, floored, balls to the wall. This woman, I guess, got freaked out. We were going 150 miles an hour, and he ran right up her ass, and she actually pulled off the road.
Speaker.
Anything on the scanner? That lady, we pulled her right off the road.
Yeah, no, everything's been good. We haven't heard anything on the scanner.
Alright, because she's got to be calling, because we pulled her right off the fucking road.
Yeah, I know. That was bad.
Trying to catch up to the Mustang that we waited for.
The guy was, mind-bogglingly dumb in my mind.
Somehow he went by me and says he didn't see me and wanted to be here first, but it didn't work for him. We got here first.
We have a faster car than they do, I think. And now we keep blocking them with semis.
I wasn't going to kill myself or anybody else, but this guy was willing to do that. To get first place.
Yeah, man, if you want to go there and get there first, and it's that important, you're really willing to risk people's lives, then you go ahead and do that. You can pass me and you can get there first. Because that is not what I'm about.
Just a nasty ending to a very long trip today. It's the way it goes in the Great American Run.
Welcome to Vegas.
Well, Both the northern and southern routes of the Great American Run have made it to Sin City safely, but I wouldn't say sanely. As it's Friday night, I think the boys and girls are going to unwind a little, maybe drink down a few cocktails tonight.
Well, we did have a very good day. We managed to hit 200 miles an hour today. Not for you cops that are looking, that's a joke. Didn't actually mean that.
Today's drive presented the most challenge, I believe, especially for Ashley, because she was driving during the monsoon-type downpours in Utah.
Yeah, by driving, she means like tense arm, just like holding with tears in my eyes. That was, yeah, one of the top 10 most miserable things I've ever done in my life.
Striking with the ballers, having a good time. You've always got a friend when you're a friend of mine. Striking with the ballers, I hope it never ends. Always at my best. Whoa, striking with the ballers.
Great day.
Great day.
Beautiful part of the whole race right there was that West Coast leg out of Denver. Unbelievable.
Just striking with my ballers.
Vegas is a crazy place that just seems to make people crazy. And for those who are crazy, well, it makes them that much more crazy.
Now, you should know, by the way, this is my car. But apparently he's just going to go and razz it around like a lunatic. Oh, it's worth it, really, isn't it? You can't really argue with that. It's good for a laugh, isn't it?
The cops are at the bottom of the road and they're gunning people as they go down towards the bottom of the street. The M5 has just come out and gone screaming down. Hi there.
Hey.
Let's go down.
Okay. Very good, thank you.
What are you guys doing? Cannonball run. Oh, okay. Just so you guys know, we're getting a lot of calls on you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
About what?
Just stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From here or from elsewhere?
All over.
Really?
Yeah. Different agencies too, police agencies, okay?
Oh, really?
So I understand you guys are trying to have fun, and the main thing is safety and, you know, pull off.
2, 1. See you later.
A sergeant or a lieutenant decides to take enforcement on you, we're not going to have any choice, but we're going to start towing cars and arresting people.
That just highlights what we're up against. As soon as they become aware that we're doing this, as soon as they see that we're on the road, as soon as they find out our route, they position themselves in places where, we are going to, not necessarily speed, but we are going to be going a bit crazy, coming out of this entrance. And they're just catching us, picking us off like flies.
Have you ever seen so many Rozzers in one place? It's not exactly going to be 200 miles an hour, but we'll see what we can do, eh? Peace.
Mission 5, the final stage of this transcontinental trek, is actually a very short 238-mile jaunt down to Willow Springs International Raceway in Southern California. There, after 3,273 miles, the Great American Run will officially finish. California, here we come.
Got myself a brand new occupation. On a government-funded permanent vacation. Sign my life away and I won't be home tomorrow. Pack my bags and I'm gonna hit the base.
When you're flat out hauling ass, sometimes you just get bit in the ass. If you're going to speed on the cannonball, you've got to come with a strategy.
Yeah, our strategy really is going to be to try to stay out of jail. But just in case, we did bring a criminal defense lawyer with us, so he's riding in one of the cars. And we all have his cell phone.
Pack my bags and we're gonna hit the beach.
We did a little bit of preventive maintenance, and in that, at the very beginning in New York, I addressed everybody and gave them a few pointers. If you get pulled over, here are the things that you should say, and here are the things you should not say. You know, what can I do for you, officer? Is there something I can do to help? Things you shouldn't say are, for instance, if he comes up to the window and says, do you know how fast you were going? You shouldn't say, yeah, I was going 110, because it's an admission, and if he's asking, he may not know. So very fortunately, the only thing that's happened is several people have been pulled over for speeding. And there have been a couple of tickets on people that they actually got, but most of the people who were pulled over and ended up telling me about it simply didn't get a ticket because when the officers asked them questions, they did not respond with admissions that they'd been going too fast.
Just pulling in, Willow Springs. This is the final checkpoint, mission 5.
I'm nervous. This is it. If we hit it right on the perfect time, we could win.
Finished up about 3,352 miles from Manhattan to Willow Springs, California. So.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Got you at 22. Oh, what are you? 113. 22 0030.
All right, you guys, the Great American Run is over. East Coast to the West Coast, here in California, thousands of miles, and now we finally get to break the speed limit. We'll see you later.
A great philosopher once said, it's not who you are, but what you do. And it was the Cannonballer who responded with, it's not what you do, but how you do it. In this life, it's not about how fast you can go or how quick you can get there, but about how you get there, what you experience, and who you touch along the way. The United States of America is a nation blessed with diversity. The country, the cities, the landmarks, they're all truly unique. And after 5 days and over 3,200 miles on the road, I've come to the conclusion that the real gifts of the Great American Run are the people, the places, and the passions that we've all encountered along the way. So, to finish this epic adventure with a quote from a legendary musician, we've got fuel to burn and roads to drive. So America, keep on rocking in the free world.
First ever event, and somebody who's going to be taking a car home tomorrow is car number 13, Stephen Gaines. Big round of applause. Stephen, come on.
Steve Gaines and Don Conley, two longtime friends, covered the entire cross-country course with an average speed of 60.991 miles per hour, the closest team to the target speed of 61 miles per hour. They'll be driving home in a limited edition Celine Bad Boy Mustang. Congratulations to lucky car number 13.
Route 66, Highway 41, like an old friend, shaking hands with you as one. I'm a traveling man, an American son, oh yeah. 4th of July.
Hey, I would run, I'd say, hey, how you about you eastbound truckers over and give us a smoking check on this east-westbound? What do we look like? We run the Cannonball, give us some love. They come back, hey boy, hammer down, go on.
He turned around and said, oh, we've got a bandit behind us. I'm like, don't you mean a Smokey?
Because you got anything to do with that Cannonball Run? I goes, no. He goes, all these stickers on the back of your car. I went, oh God, I forgot they were on there.
Yeah, he said, I said, well, I'm running about 100 miles an hour. Well, we look up that way. Yeah, right. And about that time, he goes by him. He goes, oh, there's one doing 100. I said, here comes number 2. I was like, yeah.
All good?
Apparently I can't count. There's only 65 there.
I gave you 50, no? 50.
Oh, 50. Sorry,
Yeah, and all that mud on the tires over there, that's from pulling off the road and getting tickets.
He wouldn't let us work any magic at all either. We did like the opposite.
You kind of meet guys with other 200 miles an hour supercars, and you kind of have 15, 20 miles of fun and games, sparring in and out, going past each other, 150, 160, 170, 180. It's just a buzz to see your friends, your new friends, just piling past you at these great speeds, and also just proving to everyone that we really do have the fastest car on the race.
185, going for 190. This is what gets my adrenaline going, is going as fast as I can and not getting caught.